The Institute for Disability Study is one of 67 centers of excellence in developmental disability across the country and territories, of course located here at the University of Southern Mississippi. Our center primarily focuses around 4 core areas. One is pre-service and training, where we provide trainings to students from undergraduate all the way to the graduate level, as well as professionals, post-professionals, in a variety of topics focused on assisting people with disability. Secondly, we focus around research and evaluation in developing the best practices based on research and try to make sure that we add to scholarship and the field in research perspective. And thirdly is around community service, which here at the Institute, we are committed to making sure that we work out in the community across the state of Mississippi to provide services as well as training and research that influence all the citizens of our state. And then finally is the area of information dissemination, identifying the best practices, evidence-based best practices that can be disseminated to communities, to neighborhoods, and to our state here that will help influence how we serve people with disability in our state. Though the Institute has contributed a great deal to this state in advancing the rights, the privileges, and services of people with disability, we still got a long way to go. I know the next 5 years as we're reviewing our strategic plan, we're really going to focus on 4 areas. One is we're going to continue to advance and build in the area of education, because here at the Institute we look at education as a continuum from child care all the way to post-secondary education. The second area we're really going to focus on the next 5 years is again to enhance our effort in housing. We still got a great deal of work to go in that area. We're going to be particularly focusing around issues around discrimination of people with disability in the housing area. We'll be concentrating more on that as we continue to build a service area of home ownership, as well as the country makes the shift of looking more at rental situation. How do we make sure that our people vet well in that particular area also in terms of accessing permanent housing? And then thirdly, we're going to expand our efforts in healthcare, particularly in the area around research in healthcare. As the healthcare industry, as we look at research in healthcare area, we want to make sure that people with disability are not excluded as we look at where we're going as a country in terms of healthcare overall. That's both promotion, prevention, and care around the health arena. And then finally is an area that I think has much been neglected in our state and in many ways in our country is around employment. How there are so many new emerging and interventions and strategies that can be utilized to help persons with disability get into the employment area. And we all know the state of the economy right now in our state as well as in our country. But these people too have much to contribute to our society in terms of employment. And as we look at state plans, economic development plans, and we look at strategies that's been produced by various policymakers nationally around employment issues, we want to make sure that this institute is contributing to the cutting edge of how we get people with disability into the job market also, and the supports that we can provide to help advance that particular area. Again, it goes back to the core of our mission. How do we get people with disability to be a fabric of the community? And the employment area is one of those major areas that impacts the whole facet of a family's life. So we're really going to push that particular new initiative area here at the Institute as we move forward over the next 5 years.